The Nkonki Top 100 Companies Integrated Reporting Annual Awards and the survey thereof tell us that many South African companies have made progress in their integrated reporting. Exaro Resources earned the top spot this year after being number 3 last year. Joining us in studio are the sponsors of this report, the auditor and accounting firm Nkonki's senior partner, Thuto Masasa, and Karina Wessels, who is responsible for Exaro's integrated report. She's the company secretary. Well, Karina, congratulations to you on this. Clearly you guys invest a lot of time in, you were 3rd last year and 28th in the first year in 2010. Is it a big celebration when you get back to the office and you win an award like this?
You know, it's obviously wonderful, Alec, you know, to be recognized in this way, but we don't do this for the awards clearly. You know, we've instilled integrated thinking into our business practices, and the integrated report really is an outcome of the way we communicate to our board, the kind of things that we do, proving that we do governance well, and then clearly just, you know, concisely communicating that in a report to our stakeholders. So in the end, it's about business processes and about good governance and good leadership, and it's great to see that the proof is in the pudding when it comes into the report.
It aligns with King. And I think, Thuto, there's no doubt that this is a good project.
Correct.
But there's also quite a lot of concerns. When I was going through the list of the top 10, we have in position 5 PPC, who won this award in 2010 and 2012. Now, in that seat that you're sitting in, Ketso Gordon was sitting last week, and he said, I got a great board at ticking boxes. And they clearly tick boxes damn well if they can come top in this, this competition. But they are totally uncommercial.
So what is the question?
The question is quite simple. We need performance from companies. We don't need them to tick boxes.
Correct.
And aren't you encouraging box ticking?
Not necessarily, and maybe I can just give a foundation. Really what we're encouraging, the Integrated Reporting Awards at Nkonki, is really to just recognize excellence of reporting, and I'll go back, I'll take a step back to then say why integrated reporting. Integrated reporting, if you look at the foundation of the framework itself, it is encouraging companies to think integrated way throughout the companies. So pretty much in a company, they want to basically, the values that you usually communicate within the company, take them out to an investor.
Why do you want to, why do you want to reward them for that? And I ask this because bottom of the list of your 107 companies with a G mark, that's Malema's woodworking mark in Matric, Rainet Investments, Johan Rupert, probably the greatest businessman South Africa of this generation. Position number 106, Richmond, probably the best performing share that the JSE has seen in this generation. Once again, Johan Rupert is the chairman. So the Rupert companies who perform so well come bottom of your pile.
Well, as I said, the encouragement is around really that excellence when it comes to reporting. And once again, it is the communication, remember, to an investor. You're not involved on a day-to-day basis in a company as an investor or a stakeholder. So you don't really know what happens within a company. So now integrated reporting says, please tell us what you're doing and tell us the value creation that you're creating for a company going forward, basically. So we're just encouraging that openness that the framework is encouraging to then say, be open and communicate and you know, tell the right story that happens within the company already.
Now you guys are, you auditors and accountants, and you're doing a fine job about that, and you just appoint the judges to do the judging.
Correct.
But your judges are all academics. And money is not made by academics. Those who can do, those who can't teach.
Yes.
Can't you bring some... You know, I think I'd like to see Rupert companies come a little bit higher on this list.
Well, we'll watch over the years how they do, and really the way the integrated reporting survey is done. We basically take the reports as they are off the internet, and the adjudicators, who are academics, as you've rightfully said, they basically look at on the basis of, is the story coming out correctly, and is it well understandable by anybody, including ourselves as adjudicators? Is that compliance coming with maybe King, which is now good corporate governance as encouraged, or the best business practice? Is it coming out correctly? Is it being communicated correctly to ourselves?
It's, I suppose, you know, 6 of one, half of the dozen of the other. You guys are a very open board. You certainly with Sipho and Nkosi, the CEO, you're very together with what's happening and very good communicators. So I guess in your instance, and I'm sure in many of the other instances that are of the highly rated companies, it's not just a tick box affair.
No, definitely not, Alec. And as I said, the key thing to us is that the integrated report is really an outcome of business practices that's been instilled. If I look at some of the reasons why I think we moved from, number 3 to number 1 this year is around our enterprise risk management framework that we implemented, and the way that we use that to link it to material issues. What are the key issues that the board should be worried about, and what stakeholders should be worried about, to the capitals that's in the integrated reporting framework, and that the board as a whole set an appetite for what the company's risk in totality should be. And that includes, your return on investment. It includes countries that you're prepared to go into. And that really focuses the mind. Equally so, our King 3 application, which we had externally assured last year, and we got a AAA rating for, which is the highest possible rating of application. And those are some of the steps that we've taken around instilling, as I said, integrated thinking, but also good leadership and good governance in general, that then just comes out, hopefully, in an integrated report and is shown to our stakeholders so that they have a sense of comfort that the company is actually well run, and that we're not just ticking boxes and putting the fluffy stuff on the top, but that it is really what the company and the business is all about.
I'd love to see if you did let's take last year, or even take your inaugural in 2010. You take the top companies and the bottom companies and have a look at their share price performance.
We haven't done that comparison, but it is indeed, it could be a good way of looking at it going forward.
But what you're doing is you're saying, here's King 3, do it properly, and everyone's going to benefit.
We basically
don't just tick our boxes.
Correct. We take King 3 and integrated reporting framework. Remember, the framework now was actually published in December 2013, which is now the International Integrated Reporting Council framework, basically, and which is now going to be adopted globally. It's going to be a global phenomena. Now, we take King 3, which is some South African sort of baby and story, and we say, with King 3, King has basically been encouraging us from a good corporate governance perspective. Now, we want to also see from an integrated reporting framework, couple those two, and let's see what kind of stories we're basically getting out of companies.
Well, Thuto, thank you for coming through to the studio today. Good seeing you here. And Karina, congratulations again for coming top of the pops there. Sometimes, though, I think it would be just so much more fun to be interviewing the guys who are at the bottom. Brait, Wilson Bailey, Anglo-American came 71st. Tiger Brands came 80th. Ooh.
Could have a proper US debate type of setup. It would be quite interesting to see.
Certainly.
I think so too. But it's really been an interesting program today. And that, closing us off, was Thuto Masasa, who's partner at Nkonki, and Karina Wessels, who's the Group Company Secretary of Exara Resources, the company that came number 1 in the top 100 Nkonki analysis of integrating reporting for this year. Well, that's all from us. After the break, we'll cross to international programming. I'll be back again tomorrow. Same time, same place. We'll have lots more fun for you then. Cheerio.